Exercise bike 3-in-1 assembly and operation. So we have all the elements that comes within the package, which is a big box, and it comes from Max Care something. And the function, you have iPad holder, low noise, digital monitor, foldable for storage, which is good. Heart rate sensor, adjustable resistance, and then that's how it looks. So we're gonna start first by unfolding the supporting tube right here. This one right here, this long one. We're gonna have to unfold it first. You will notice something. You have like a kind of like a gear or whatever over here, right? And they have different functions. So this specifically one that is somewhere you want here. Let me put it this way. So to unfold this one, you have to lose this one a little bit, okay? Like you turn this way and you pull it. So I'm gonna show you. You lose a little bit and you pull it. When you pull it, now you can easily, you see, unfold, and then you can screw in back as you want. So this is what you use to adjust your length. Now over here, you're gonna put this wheel. I mean this foot right here with the wheel inside. So what you do is that this, okay, the wheel goes under. You have two holes. Those two holes goes under. Let me show you. Okay, so here is more round, and then here is kind of like a square type of hole, if you can see. Okay, so those two goes under. Okay, and then you will have those two in the bottom of this one. So one thing I want you to pay attention to is that the wheel, okay, goes outward. So this way, okay, this is the whole thing over here. So the wheel goes outward. So when you put this one in, you want to pay attention not to put it like upside down, okay? So the wrong way will be this. That will be the wrong way, you see, because your wheel will be under here instead of being outward. So for the sake, you have numbers next to each set of bolts. Okay, here for example it's 67, here is 61, and so forth. And then the washers also, you have numbers like 71, 67 here too as washers, and then and so forth. So for this specific one for the front, you're gonna use those type of bolt. So that will be the 57. You will have two for both side. Okay, and you're gonna also need to use this type, the 67. Okay, and then this cap bolt. So this is the 72, this is the 67, and this is the 57. Okay, so you have one of these, and one of these. This goes first under, okay, under here. So I'm gonna show you practically how it works. So once the bolt are inside, you will see that the all flash. Okay, so you have first the two bolt inside. Now you're gonna put your part over here over it in order for the two bolt to enter through. So you're gonna have it this way, right? Okay. Now, next thing will be those washer. Those washer come from the number 67. Okay. So you're gonna use one. You want to follow the curve of it. It's a little curvy. Okay, it's a little curvy. So you want to follow the curve of it. You put one, and then on the other side also you put another one, and then now you have those nuts actually that you use, and this is the number 72. Now I'm gonna use my specific wrench to do that. If you use this, you need the size 14 millimeter, okay, or if you have also a 9/16, that could work, but I'm gonna use a 14 millimeter in order to do so. This comes with some kind of like a tool wrench, but I ain't gonna use this one. It might be a little tiring. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this on and simply screw that in. Okay, and then you're good to go. So you're gonna do the same thing for the back foot, which is the stabilizing foot. Same thing, you're gonna put those things inside first. You have a little kind of like a square type, so he goes inside and he locks itself in. So you want to make sure to put those two first. You put that in here, and then you're good to go. The easiest way for me is that once you have flash those two right here, the screw. So what you do, you simply hold those under like that with your hands if you can, and then leave them. So once you have it done, you can also put your washer over it. The washer is a little curvy, so you have to put it on the direction of the curve, and then you put down your nuts over it. You just screw them down. It doesn't matter how you put those things. Either way, they're still the same thing. Okay, and then that should be good. That's the first part. You got the stabilizing feet under, and then we're gonna go next. So the next thing is your seat post. Okay, the numbers goes towards the front, and then the hole, you have 4 holes, comes to the back. So you want to use now those holes as a height level, and whether you want higher or so forth, you put that in, you fill it with the bolt screw, and once you hit the hole, you just screw that in, and you should be good to go. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna install the pedals. Now you want to pay attention. The right one, okay, goes on the right, and the right one has a kind of like a white coated color, and then the left one has a black coated color, like black or blue or something. You go counterclockwise. You remove the washer, okay, and then you go counterclockwise. So the left goes on the left. You go counterclockwise in order to screw it. So once it is screwed in, you will feel simply like a loose pivot, which is normal. So your washer, remember, if you screw, you want to screw it on counterclockwise. You unscrew clockwise and you screw counterclockwise. So next thing, I will hold over here, okay, on this side here, right here. I will hold over here, and then I will screw in counterclockwise until the washer is all in, and then it is screwed very well. There you go. I can feel a very good resistance, and you still have this one spinning around, which is important. Now you want to know that the right one goes normally, like a clockwise to screw it. The left one goes counterclockwise to screw it. So whatever you do on the right one, you have to go clockwise, and here counterclockwise. So remember, whatever you do here is the opposite of whatever you do over here. You remove the washer from the pedal, and then the bar pedal, you put that in, and you're gonna put everything in until he squeeze very good. So I think this goes faster simply to do this. There you go. That's faster. So I have it in, and then once it's in a free spin, I'm gonna put inside my washer. This one. So the white end goes on the right one, right? So I'm gonna screw that in normally clockwise. Now, to be able to screw that properly, I will hold this here and use my other wrench. I'm using a 3/4 wrench bit. I'm gonna screw that in until it flashes completely. The reason why is because you need it secure, lest your feet goes off because the pedal goes off. So we go to the next. So next thing we want to do, we want to use this one, okay, which is actually the backrest. You want to use the 61 bolt, and then you're gonna use also 2 of the 68 washer, and then you're gonna use those 2 of the 6 of the 73. So you just put that in, and then gonna put your bolt in, it goes through the other side. So once it is in, it has to be flush. And now on the other side, you can put your washer first. And then next thing that you do, so you're gonna tighten this one very tight. So you're gonna tighten it, and then we're gonna go the next. Okay, so no, sorry, you have to put it in the way those two armrests comes to the front. You got to use over here the 58. Okay, the number 58. You got two of them. So those two one right here, you got two, and then the two left over that comes from the 67, which are the washer. So one would come this way, okay, and then the other one would come. It is a little curve, so you want to place it in a curvy way, and you just have to have those things through it. Okay, so you're gonna screw this way inside the backrest. There you go. I got the first one, and then the second one. There you go. So you have the first and second one, and you're gonna screw that all the way in with this hex tool. Okay, so I'm gonna screw in. I tighten it very good. We're going to the next. So next thing we want to do, we want to install the bike seat. Okay, so mine came actually with the screw already in case yours did not come with that, what you want to look for, those two here. This one is actually a M8 flat washer. Okay, this one here, and then this is a kind of nut, this one over here. I'm gonna unscrew all of them. Okay, I will just simply see that in those three hole over here. Okay, there you go. Simply see that in, and once you set that in, you gotta put this one first under, and you put the nut, and you do the same for the three. So wash your first, and you screw this side. I don't know if you can see it, but you see this side over here goes the flat side goes on the back. Okay, and then the rounded, a little rounded is in the front, so flat side goes on the back. I'm gonna simply, there you go, get it in here, leave it there, do the same thing for the three. And then we go to next. So next is the backrest. I'm gonna use those four. Okay, 59. Okay, it says 59 over here. There you go. And then the four left over from the 68. Yeah, and you have here 4 hole on the backrest. But before doing that, I want to make sure that I get here, that I get this side arm here. Okay, tighten up. Okay, so this I suppose to go good. And now we have one thing to put on the back. But for now, I'm gonna put this one on the top right here. For better view on the backrest, okay, right here, I'm gonna flip it down in order to screw that in. Okay, so you have your screw, and this one is a, so that's, you got 4, okay, screw of the 59. So you can see here number 59 right here. So that 59, you got 4 of them. Okay, you got 4 of them, and then the leftover of the 68 washer, you're gonna use this. So what you want to do is you use simply this one, put that in, and it goes right back, and you can screw that in directly inside the back of the backrest. So you do the same for all 4. Next thing, you're gonna use this nut. Okay, it comes with that. It would be either somewhere here or whatever, but it comes loose somewhere. So you're gonna use it and simply screw that in the back of those two so that it holds together. So there you go. So you screw very tight that you can, and that's good. So you have the backrest that is installed. Okay, the backrest, the seat, and here the armrest. Now we're gonna do the next one. So next thing is to install this handlebar. So when it comes, it just comes. Okay, so you have to face this flat, okay, towards the seat. So at this point we have pretty much this left, which is the 65 screws, right? And then you have here the 70 flat washer, and here you have the 71 arc washer. So the arc washer is kind of a little bent. So here we go over here on the back. 2, 1 here, 1 here, and then on the side here, and on the other side over here, will go those 2 flat washers. So 2 screws on the back with the arc washer, okay, and then 2 screws on the side with the flat washer. So you're gonna screw with a normal screwdriver, okay, this one on the back. There you go, we do it over here. And then on the side, you do the same thing. Now the final thing is your controller. So your controller gonna go, can you actually see? Okay, there you go. So your controller, like the control panel, gonna simply go on the top. Okay, right here on the top. So you got 4 holes, right? And then inside here you have also 4 screws. So you will simply unscrew them and screw them right inside here. And your control panel should sit this way. Okay, let me show you. Right, this way. Okay, so at this point I'm gonna parse. This is the jack. So I'm gonna parse this one. Okay, this cable, I'm gonna parse it through here, through this hole, so he can go outside. Those 2, okay, they come from this bar, okay, this actual bar. So I will pass them through up and connect them with those 2 here, and then have them all stuck inside here, packed in. So this way I can screw those 4 screws right here. So the one that comes from the control panel has like a front where you have like the middle that you see here. That's the 2 front and the 2 back. Okay, so you have 2 holes on the back right here. So those 2 holes gonna go this way, like you see, you're gonna go this way, and then you tackle that in, and you're gonna do the same thing for this side as well, and then there you go. Okay, at this point both connected. It doesn't matter which one is connected, they're all fine, they're all the same on those two here. And then you go in, okay, you put like that in, and now you're gonna go on the bottom to put those four that you remove from the control panel. And as you can see, I'm screwing back all the thing right back. Okay. So the only thing that is coming through this hole over here is the jack. Okay. So the one cable that comes here from the pull bar and the pulse bar goes inside this hole, connect with this control panel, and goes inside that little square box, rectangle box we saw inside that opening. So that's the only thing that comes through from this one. Once I'm done, I'm good. And here you can connect those two together. There you go. So remember to put two batteries. Okay, two AA, one here, and then goes over here. And you close it back. There you go. So once you ready to start working out, you connect those two right here. Okay, the one that comes from the control panel, and you connect it right here. This button mode actually is used when you want to choose different type of functions. Okay, different type of function, distance, calorie, or odometer. That's the mode, the function, whatever you want to choose. And on set, okay, this is when you want to set the sport time or distance or calorie and more. Okay, and then you go further. Reset eventually is to reset everything. When you press it, you reset anything that is in sport time, distance, calories, and so forth. And that's pretty much all. The scan sometimes comes on the top here to scan actually. It used to view all the available functions, like a kind of like a sport time, distance, speed, and then stuff like that, and time eventually. Okay, it is used to calculate the sport time from the beginning actually to the end. So when you press the mode button right here, when you press the mode button, you can choose time interface, and then you can press set. So if I do this, scan, time, speed, distance, calorie, odometer, okay, scan, time, and I do set. And then with this one, I'm ready to ride. Okay, one more thing. These things, I call them shoelace. I don't really like them on the pedal, but some people do. So all you have to do, you have a kind of like a hole over here. You simply tuck them over here. So one side goes over here, the other side goes over here. So you do it for both sides, left and right, and you're good to go. Let's ride them. Okay, let's go. So my speed right now is at 20 miles per hour, 25, 27, 29, 31, 31. Okay, yeah, so woof, everything works. And over here you have a button, like a kind of knob. Let me show you, like right here, a kind of a knob, you see, and this is the control by the tension for the pedals. So if you go right, the tension is more tight. If you go left, you loosen the tension. So if I go all the way, then it's kind of like a little working.
Whew. Thank you for watching and have a good time. Bye bye.